Hi, I'm going to grab 10 pips out the DAX. Roll the intro, tell you all about it. Hi, welcome to the channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Langers, and I am the Scruffy Trader. Not exactly Brad Pitt, am I? But I'm certainly better than the weather. Certainly am today. And what I'm trying to do is kind of put trading in the real world. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump on the DAX and I'm going to show you how to quickly grab 10 pips. Very simple. So let's have a quick look. I shall put a clean chart on so you can see what time it is. There you go there. It's 5 o'clock. And I've been doing this the last few nights for you just to show you an end of night trade. So if you look at your hourly, and this is actually coming into play right now, it's very easy to find a few levels. There's a level there, you can see it. And the reason why I'm using dotted lines and not solid lines is because they're not very strong on an hour, but they give good marker points, and I can see a marker point right here. Okay. So if I quickly drop it to the 15 minute, because I can actually see it setting up now, you can see your Lego, and it's starting to roll over. It's failing to break. So I need to know if I've got 10 pips between here and here. Well, 91 down to 80. Tight, but it's reasonable. I might be able to do this by just watching the price move up and then roll over. Okay, so that's what we are aiming to do. So let me just drop this onto a 5-minute chart so I can see exactly what I'm looking at. I'm looking for 10 pips. So have I got 10 pips from around here? I've got 11. And why was it there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles back. So that gives me 11 pips into this range. So I'm tight, but it's possible. All right. And if you notice, I'm not using sort of any indicators or anything because I don't need to for this. Okay, just move that down kind of to there. Pop my order in. And we're done. All right. So that's 10 pips. Very quick and easy. And what I'm going to do now, if you saw the other video, you'll see if it doesn't enter, I will follow the price up as long as it stays between these two lines, because that is my trading arena, if you like. I've set a dedicated area where I believe the price will stay or at least react, and it's going to be here. Now it's moved up into the midpoint and it's pushing down. It is failing to get this. So in order for that order to trigger, I have to let the market come to me. And that is the idea of a candle count. It stops you chasing the market. All right. Now, if your candles are extremely large like this, you can kind of take best guess. So you'll go sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you'll go maybe it's around here. So the idea of the candle count is just to give you a little bit of breathing room. That is it. All right. Because I have had a number of people saying, well, why 5 candles? Well, there's a lot of people use 3 candles. You know, but if I go 1, 2, 3, it doesn't really give you much of a gauge. But if you go 5, you can kind of, within that time period, see where the market's been a little bit. And if you're looking at it sort of that way, it just helps you build a picture. And that's all it's for. Now these orders is in, so I can just let that settle down. because it is getting on to the point where it will enter. And I just want to show you this again. Why did I pick those two levels out? Well, it's very easy to recognize. This is where the price is right now. That is a substantial structure point. You can see it. How many times has the candles bounced along that area? Quite a few. All right. So it's fair to assume that that's a good level. And then again, what I'm looking for is the next time above it where it has happened, which is here. Now, if I'm trading right through the day, the next level is there. And what you're doing is if the price comes into here, then you'll work between them two. But at the minute, the price is between these two. So that is my trading arena, if you want to call it a trading arena. Yeah, so give me something. So that the hourly gave me an idea. It also showed me sort of some good rejections as well, because that's about as good a rejection as you get. And I know it's green, but it pushed up. But look how big that tail is. You know, that tail tells you that the market is pushing down. The greater trend is down, even though that's pushing up. But that could be just profit taking, it's end of week, anything. You know, you don't know. But what you do know is that is massively down. And this isn't moving up as quick as what you think for a reversal. It is pretty steady. But that's telling you that the market's going down, which it did. It pushed up. It struggled on this area. There we are. We triggered in. Struggled on this area. Pushed up. That wick there is larger than that wick. So it tells you that the pressure for downwards is still there. And at the moment, this is not pushing up. It is red. Okay, so I'm sticking with my thesis of short. Take it to your 15 minute. Well, you can see that rejection. There we are. You see it push up. There's an exhaustion candle. All right, and an exhaustion candles are good to watch out for, because yes, there's a lot of buyers there, but that's normally people that are late to the party jumping in, pushes the market up, and then it sells off, which it has just here. Now it's pushing up again, but again, look at the tails. They're all high to the top, short to the bottom. So when you're reading these candles, what you're actually seeing is down pressure, and that's shown here. Okay, so I want to get that from there to there, which isn't that far for the DAX. And again, this is 15 minute. The level is being respected. And markets will go up, they'll come back, they'll go up, they'll come back. So they'll often retest where they've been. Well, it's gone down, it's come through. So it's fair to assume that that might retest this area, which is kind of what we're looking at. And then you look for an execution or a place where you can get in. Well, this is here. Right? You've already marked your chart. You know what you're looking for. You're quite happy with what you're looking for. You now just want to get in. But you can't just press the button, because if you do, the chances are you'll not time it quite right. And I'm not saying this is timed perfect, because trading the markets is not perfect. It's best guess, you know, based on the rules and the little bits of information you have in front of you. Well, at the moment I could see that it was short. I am wanting this to retrace and test a level. Another good reason as to why. Count the candles back. Why do you count the candles back? Gives you time to breathe, have a cup of coffee, because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee. But it also means the market has to come to you to trigger. Now, yes, it can wick in, catch you, and go off in the other direction. But if you've got all your elements in place to start with, it doesn't matter. Now, what we are looking at is an area from here. Now, it could push up to there. So there's no reason you can't average in as long as your stop stays in the same place. So if you have a stop up here, there's the first structure point, there's a second structure point, and you put a wide stop in, what can happen is, we know it's open, see it. You can put an average order in there to come back down to here, that'll pay the loss off and pay you. You can put another order in here and let it run down, it can pay the losses off, and your stop would still be there. So it's nice and tight, doesn't cost you much if you're averaging in, and that's assuming that you need to average in. But that's a way to get out of trouble if you are in a difficult situation. Okay, but everything here is telling me it's good to go, you know, and that down is probably the way it's going to go. Okay, and the reason being, because even on the 5-minute chart, it is struggling to break this top. That candle in itself, for all it doesn't hold a lot of weight on a 5-minute, if you see that on an hourly chart, that's a good indication that it's going the other way. Okay, but when I'm just microscoping on this chart, it's just kind of confirming that this little push up, having a bit of a consolidation, and it's going to come back down. Okay, and that's the whole idea of trading. It's just put the clues together and trade what you see. Simple as that. All right. So I'll let this play out. It might take it half an hour or so. You never know. It's bloody annoying that every time it touches the button, it keeps telling you it's opening. Yeah, it might take it half an hour or so, but it should be relatively quick. And then I'll come back to you at the end. And at the end, I'm going to give a little special mention to somebody who sent me this today and has genuinely made my day. You know, so I've had a great day today. Had a good chat with Harry this morning. Had a bit of a session with him. A little salute to you, my friend. I really enjoyed it, and I hope it kind of made sense what we were talking about. And then when I came back to the office to see Winky, had a little parcel dropped off for me by one of our youngest members. So sometimes I have to be a bit careful about what I put on these videos, because I do have a crude sense of humour, as you lot know. And yeah, our younger viewers mightn't get some of the humour that I talk about. But I am childlike, so a lot of the humour you probably get anyway. So let me run this out, and then I shall open up this. I haven't opened it on purpose, because I want to see it and let you guys see what I see as well. Okay, so off we go. So let this run out, and I'm going to enjoy the coffee. And that, guys, was that. Job done. I've had a great day. There we are. My deal ticket for today. That's the trade that's just come in and the non-farm payroll. Superb Friday. Let's make it a little bit more superb. I'm just going to jump over onto the main camera so that everything is nice and clean, because I want to show you something that's come today. But before I do, just so that you can see that it ended on the same day, that is the candle, 5 to 7, bit of a pattern here. The last 3 ones have all come in roughly about the same time. So I hope you can kind of see how this works. But let me jump onto the main camera. And that was that, guys. It's been a great week. Showing you pretty much each night how to catch 10 pips, which you can do around your job. And to cap it all off, I had a great day on the non-farm this afternoon. And a little gift got dropped off at Winky's business. Here, come and have a look at it. Do you want to open this?
No, you open it.
I'll open it. To me, Scruff, from probably our youngest subscriber, Esme. So it's a special salute to you, Esme, and your dad, Alan. And I genuinely thank you for this, but I wanted to open it on the camera so that you can see it, because why not? Why not? And while we're on, if all of you lot could look out for Fantastic Esme on YouTube, that would make me very grateful. Simply, she's a budding YouTuber, and spread the love. So let's have a look. You wrapped it pretty well.
You're pretty quick, are you?
I'm savouring the moment. It's a little bit like when I savour the special moment. Oh, tell you what, no, I can't have a moment, because Esme is only young, and sometimes I have to remember my sense of humour is a little bit up there somewhere. So I was nearly going to have a moment. So you've escaped your gold bikini,
On,
but not tomorrow night.
See what it is.
I want to see exactly what it is. Tomorrow night.
The present.
All right. Oh, we're back to the present. Sorry, I was having me moment. Oh, superb.
Oh, that's glossed out. Look at it. That's really
Do
good.
what you love in the month. Well, if you've made that yourself, Esme, you really do have. I didn't catch that. Well, what I was saying about moments, your dad needs to talk to you. But there you go, boys and girls. How good is that? But wait till we see the other side. A gold bikini. Oh, that is superb. That is absolutely superb. I'm going to get that framed. I'm going to get that framed, and I'm going to have it put right there. So it'll be on my wall of fame of Star Wars. Oh, that's made my day, that has. That really has made my day. I don't know. Hang on, I'll show you. Just so you can see it. Because hang on, switch this light off. That didn't work. I'll switch this light back on. Just because it's very bright. And can you see that? There we go. That's better. How cool is that? Hand drawn. But the back bit. Get a grip of that one.
In your dreams, have you seen them in there?
In me dream. You're right, Esme. It is in my dreams. And you're right. It is in my dreams. Pretty much every night. And especially tomorrow night. Thank you. Thank you very much. That is really made my day. So I'm going to leave you all now, boys and girls. It's Friday night. The week's been amazing. Winky is amazing. The beer is amazing.
Life's good. And remember, guys, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.